They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Jackson on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they left little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 36, Jackson connects it to Roberts, right side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On the ready. 9:35. Come on. Watch that in. Watch that in. Hey.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson, and they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Preston Smith comes in for the sack. On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Tramon Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Watch on the 50. Watch QB drop. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Plant. Hey, take 26.
They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski
different
was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. The left side throw complete to Adams. The 20, 10, touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That sack came from the corner. On the corner blitz, it was Josh Jackson. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Jackson now. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. These two teams all tied after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. 1st and 10. It's Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson caught right side at Snead. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Jackson on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Here we go. Set. Mike, hit the Pittsburgh. Check that. Check that.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go for it. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 75 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets them a first down.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
When I see the risk-reward, I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 55 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now Crosby for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case,
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves,
now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They'll go again to Jones. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
I'm going to run you over. Get 300. Get 300. Watch 36. Box it, box it, box it, box it. Go, go. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Get up.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple of scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. It's complete to Snead. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
To throw is Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to take a shot right away from... Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get up here to the 26. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
23 yards the pickup there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight.
Mike 50. I'm scared.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson buying time to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He wants it all for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They are making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Mike 51. Mike 51. It's our time. It's our time.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He may try and run for this. And he's got this down to the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run it here with a fullback, Vitale, and able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
We got to get the ball. Smooth. Get 300. Get 300.
On the delay, Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Inside. Hey, orbit.
Now Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Jackson. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him, and that is the 7th time tonight that he has gone down. After the sack on first down, Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kyler Fackrell, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Jackson now, throwing on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Rashawn Gary able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 4th down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Josh Jackson.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 48. Hey, Haywood.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Jones. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. Now a carry for the fullback. This is Vitale. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Rodgers looking to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line.
And they just had another big completion there, and I think in days...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Jackson. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion, and defensively pure frustration. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.